What's up guys, it's Daz here, but you don't really care, as it's time for another video. But what should the video be about? Well, remember a few days ago there was the new Nintendo Direct video, so, basically, in that video it revealed some new Pikmin 3 screenshots, and I will show you them now. Okay, most of these images were shown throughout the Nintendo Direct video, and while they were talking about it, they mentioned a camera where you would get the gamepad and basically hover over the TV, I guess, and use it like a camera to take photos like you can see here. Well, maybe not. Actually, no, this one specifically could be a photo, I guess. Well, all of them could be, really. And this made me think, maybe that's how the Piklopedia works now. Instead of just killing or seeing a enemy creature plant thing, you have to take a picture of it to actually have it develop into your Piklopedia, and maybe you get a reward for getting everything that you can get. So maybe that's like a new aspect. So instead of just killing some random enemy and, oh look, I've got a new thing, you actually have to go through the effort of taking a picture of it, getting the right angle, and I think it's a brilliant idea if that is how they work. But the reason I came to this idea originally was because I was trying to analyze through all these images, trying to find something new, and there were only two things I will point out, and that is, in the background of this image we can see that there's obviously a blue sky and a massive tree, so at least maybe it's not polluted, the planet, maybe it's just cheery and we just saw a jungle type view of the place. And those eyes are so beautiful. Now, speaking of the Piklopedia, I'm pretty sure it's fair to say that pretty much everyone loves it. I mean, I especially do, because I just love learning about how these fictional creatures survive on this planet, and how it's just amazing how they can go through so much detail about, like, how the Dwarf Bulborbs aren't actually Bulborbs, they're just pretending to be Bulborbs so that they're protected, which is, like, really amazing, just how much detail there is. And with Louis' notes, how to cook them, which obviously isn't as much, well, it's still interesting, but it's not really as, oh, that's cute, he's burning his tongue, but you know what I mean. So, just to dedicate this video to Piklopedias, I'm going to go through the Pikmin 2 Piklopedia and point out the things that I like the most, and hopefully you will too. So, let's begin. The Red Bulborb, Oculus Kageyami Russus, I can't say that. Grub Dog family. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and cranium morphology, god this is complicated, of the grub dog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half of its total length and girth, so it has a small brain, so it's dumb. Showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots, this creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as the spotty bulborb, further research has classified this species as the red bulborb. Subspecies of varied colours have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps over how to handle their classification. God, I sound so smart now! Dwarf red bulborbs, Pansarus pseudoculirusus, breadbug family. Although initially identified as juvenile red bulborb, groundbreaking new research, yeah, Groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family. A close relative of the vanilla breadbug, which we haven't seen yet. Maybe Pikmin 3? It escapes predation through mimicry. Unique adaptations of the red bulborb's crimson coloration allows the species to safely commingle. Such effective adaptations and obfuscations by a precious species is rare, indicating this clever creature is a master of mimicry. This meagre creature offers little meat, the Bulborb larva by the way, but its eyeballs are a local delicacy. Try them with okra and a dollop of sour cream. Fiery Bulblax. No stove? No problem. This sizzling beast practically cooks itself. Remember to thoroughly extinguish the steaks prior to eating. Water Dumple. Ichthyosa felinis. Grubdog family. A resident of the freshwater pools and marshes. This aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects that land on the surface of the water. It shares a nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relative and terrestrial cousin, the Bulborb. This may offer clues to its evolutionary origin, and suggest that it only recently emigrated to aquatic habitat. So before it wasn't even aquatic, it was just, I don't even know what it was. Bulbmin, Parasiticus Pikminicus, Pikmin family. This loathsome creature is in fact a parasitical form of Pikmin that has infected a Bulborb. Unlike Pikmin that nest in Pikmin onions, this parasitic relative spends its life inside the body of a host, usually a Bulborb. Juveniles fall in line and mimic the actions of the parent until maturing into full independence. By burying its root-like limbs into the nervous system of the host Bulborb and infusing it with a natural hormonal excretions, the Bulbmin is able to control virtually all of the host's bodily functions. However, the host's voracious appetite seems impossible to suppress, so it likes nom-nom-nomming. Armoured Cannon Beetle larva. Carefully remove every grain of sand, peel back the exoskeleton, and slurp heartily. Decorated Cannon Beetle. I already said that. Granitus decorum. Lithopod family. This creature is the larval form of a cannon beetle variant known for a diet consisting entirely of eating stones. The decorated cannon beetle favours stones with high iron content, which contributes to its brilliant red torso. The stones these creatures launch are wrapped in a powerful magnetic field, which causes the stones to stray from their launch trajectory when other objects with high metal content, such as spacesuits, are nearby. Extreme caution is recommended for explorers wearing a steel-plated armor in close proximity to this fearsome creature. That would explain why the rocks follow you. Not at all because it's red, like Mario, and the other's green, like Ouija. Gatling Groink. Megaloplod calibursi. Unknown family. This beastly predator's aggressive ejection of high-speed projectiles makes it one of the most fearsome creatures in the ecosystem. Its body seems to comprise of both biological and mechanical components, and represents one of the most evolutionarily advanced species ever observed. The chamber within its torso gives it rapid-fire biopellet launch capabilities. What appears to be a tail fin is in fact the base of its counterweight and ammunition cylinder, so immobilizing this appendage will prevent the groink from attacking, at least in theory. Confirmation of this suspicion remains elusive, as nobody has volunteered to test it. I wonder why. Iridescent Flint Beetle. Pili envelopens, that's always nice. Flint Beetle family. Flint beetles are nocturnal, choosing to hide in grass by day and stay active at night. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimuli, they will spit them out. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems that this pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton of the flint beetle its beautiful sheen. I completely understood what I just said there. Iridescent glint beetle. This precious treat is exceptionally rare. I could sell it back at home for a fortune. Then I could use the cash to upgrade my kitchen, buy galactic class ingredients, and even star in my own cooking show, The Insect Gourmet, starring the new Blue Louis. The Doodlebug. Looking for a flavour that will surprise and delight your guests? This beast's aroma may surprise your guests, but it won't be delightful. Ravenous Whiskerpillar. Lepidoptera pluckius. Whiskerpillar family. As this species of insect has only recently been discovered, fully mature specimens have yet to be collected. No molting or metamorphosis has been observed during the observation period, making it unlikely that mature Whiskerpillars will be encountered anytime soon. Based on active predation by Pikmin, it is believed that the Whiskerpillar's place in the food chain has not changed over time. Now, someone in the comments once mentioned that they think that the glowing, flying thingamajiggy in the new footage for Pikmin 3 could be the maturation form of this, because maybe because it seems like a caterpillar thing, maybe it evolved into that sort of butterfly thing, if that makes any sense, you know. You never know, because it has been quite a while since Pikmin 2. Mittite. Mitivius infiltratus. Unknown family. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of particular species, enticing these females to swallow the mittite whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike this scent. However, entering the host's female body, the mittites lay their own eggs inside the host's eggs just prior to the host spawning. Imagine that! Just giving birth to something and it's not even yours! It's like giving birth to these! Oh, okay. Don't show up then. Be that way. Bumbling Snitchbug. Scarpanid Scarpanid family. This is a variety of snitchbug. Its most interesting characteristic is that it likes to snitch leaders, yet barring wanton carelessness or incompetence, leaders are not easily captured. Any leaders caught by this creature is clearly an idiot, which is why this creature is known as the exposing snitchbug. There are several known varieties of snitchbugs, but research has stagnated despite it being an interesting species. Lesser spotted jellyfloat. Cephalosdotalium. Jellyfloat family. This native jellyfloat is indigenous to the region. Unfortunately, it is currently endangered as its habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile immigrant species. Remember in the Pikmin 3 trailer there was like one of these, but it actually had an attack. Maybe this came from adaptation where so many were dying that natural selection meant that the ones that could fight back and survive, well, survived, and so yeah. Maybe that's where the Medusal Slurker came from. Fiery Dweevil. The search for a gourmet high-protein salad-topping alternative to bacon bits is over. Grind this spicy Dweevil into tasty micro-chunks and toss them generously over your salad to add instant flair and flavour. Caustic Dweevil. Inedible. Effects of consumption include uncontrollable air flailing and enthusiastic dishwashing. Queen Candybot Bud. Eating this flower leads to spectacular, breathtaking indigestion. Mamuta. Inedible. Tastes like chicken. Common Glowcap. Fungi Luminarium. Glowcap family. The light emitted from this rare mushroom is neither a reflection nor a release of stored light. It grows not only on decomposing trees, but also on soil and rock. This mushroom's fungal filaments are capable of stabilizing and concentrating pure Hocketation 111. It is none other than the Hocketation 111, approaching the point of critical mass that causes the Glowcap's blue luminescence. And Louis, he eats this and says it will be hot in Galaxy's trendiest restaurants. So, Louis eats radiation! Clover. Mildly poisonous, may result in nausea, headache, fever, fatigue, chest pain, paralysis, loss of bone density, moodiness, feral rage, sauciness, dilly-dallying, strokes of brilliance, and untimely doom. Foxtail. Inedible. Plagues victim with potent, debilitating cramps. Glowstem. Nocturnica Illuminati. Illuminati? Okay. Glowcap family. Although they are obviously unrelated, the glowstem bears a striking resemblance to the streetlights on Hocketate. It is highly possible that glowstems could be a relic of some unknown civilization beyond the scope of our imagination. Other species? Or humans? Inedible. Known effects include uncontrollable episodes of impromptu breakdancing. Shoot. Inedible, and yet strangely delicious. Beady Long Legs. Spudoarachnia. Armoralis, arachnoid family. Although this creature is commonly associated with spiders, it is actually the result of a separate evolutionary line of insectoid creatures. Since the spherical body section supported by the creature's legs carries most of its internal organs, there appear to be no other features that would correspond to a head or abdomen. Poisonous. Consumption results in prolonged withering and uncontrollable mirth. I have no idea what that means. Now this is a food I'd actually probably want to eat if it was real. Emperor Bulblax. To prep the tongue for cooking, marinate in olive oil and chop into cubes. Stir in a pot with carrots, potatoes and chives, cova, or is that cover? I don't know. And simmer over low heat for several hours. Accompany this mouth-watering rustic few with a hearty roll. Yum. Man at legs. Spudoarachnia navaronia, arachnoid family. This species of the arachnoid family fuses with machinery at crucial point in the maturation process, giving it the ability to fire energy bursts from the launcher beneath its orbular torso. However, the man at legs itself is not in control of this weapon. Instead, the mechanical portions of this structure appear to automatically acquire and attack targets. The man at leg has a gentle disposition, and as a member of the arachnoid species, it has no natural enemies. It is particularly difficult to understand why this species would develop such an awesome offensive capability, leading to rumours among the scientific community that it was the machinery that approached the arachnoid and proposed the symbiotic relationship. What a wonderful relationship. The water wraith. Amphibios-sapiens, unknown family. All that is known about this creature stems from a few sightings deep underground. All reported sightings feature the same core set of details. A giant, viscous form with a clear, hazy sheen, not unlike hard candy. One theory holds that it may be the ectoplasmic incarnation of a kind of psychic phenomenon. But as is usually the case with such theories, it is very difficult to prove. All witnesses report being suddenly overcome with fear upon sighting the creature, approaching a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extremely vague details, which has led to suspicions that exhaustion and fear have caused some simple natural phenomena to be viewed as living creatures. As a living creature. What? Inedible, known to cause mass hysteria, followed by leg spasms and internal thunderings. Who likes dissections? Everyone does. Raging long legs. Don't make me say that again. Furendis, arachnoid family. Arachnoid boasts a wondrous biological composition with a silicon-based exoskeleton and innards coated with malleable heavy metals. However, much about this creature remains a mystery, as specimens regularly explode when they are dissected. These explosions produce scorching flames that completely melt all internal organs, leaving us with a disappointing lack of information on the inner workings of the species. We must await the development of a new dissection process and more specialized research before we can better understand this enigmatic creature. However, the following observation notes have been recorded. Appears to be leveling terrain for some unknown purpose. Location of eyes and ears are not readily apparent. Freezing a specimen may yield new research opportunities. No, I don't want to leave. Titan Dweevil. Mandarachnia gargantium. Dweevil family. The largest member of the Dweevil family. This fearsome predator carries protective components that frequently exhibit offensive capabilities, an evolution that may be attributed to mere chance. Another evolutionary theory is that the chemical contents of the container carried by Titan Dweevils contribute to possible gene splicing. While other Dweevils do not seem to choose the object they carry, the Titan Dweevil appears to prefer shiny objects above all others. Eaten raw, this predator's luxurious legs are bold and full-flavoured. What a satisfying crunch. Okay, wow, that was quite a bit longer than I was expecting, to be honest. I was only expecting like 10 minutes, but no, it had to go to like 20, or well, it's nearly 20 now, Jesus. But yeah, as you can see, this is why we love the Piklopedia, and I'm pretty sure it's coming back in Pikmin 3. I mean, they have no reason not to come back, and if this camera idea is how it brings back, then I'm all open, if that makes sense. You know, I would pretty much accept this idea, because I think it's really cool just taking photos to keep them as the Piklopedia. But what do you think? Put them down in the comment. As it is now the end of the video. I've been Daz, you didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit.